One. All right, friends, welcome back to the Stephen Ducubas podcast. I'm excited to have you here because today I have a friend of mine. I can call her my friend already.
Oh, of course you can.
Yeah, we have Sudha Mani with me. Hey, Sudha, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I'm so excited about this episode. I was like, oh my God, Stephen is going to call me.
I'm excited to chat with you as well. You're so sweet. Thanks for that. But here's the thing, I know that many of my listeners have no idea who you are. So I want to start there. Who is Sudha and what do you do? Who do you serve? And let's start there and then we will continue into what are the things that we are going to be talking today to help our listeners grow their brand online. So let's start at the beginning.
Okay, the snapshot of Sudha Mani is I've been an online business strategist for quite a while now. And before that, I was a technology strategist. I was working
Mm.
I was consulting with a public sector, private sector, investment banks, and financial services. And about 4 years ago, I decided small business owners and new entrepreneurs need more of my help than the big corps because they've got big pockets. They can do
Mm.
many things, whereas the reward for me comes working with small business owners, making their dreams real come to light.
Yeah.
Many of them want the time freedom, but they don't get it.
Mm.
I wanted time freedom. I didn't get it when I was consulting. It was almost
Yeah.
24/7 professional hours they call.
Mm.
You don't get paid for the professional hours.
Yep. Awesome. So what do you do right now and who do you help? Like how do you help them? Give us a little bit of do you have an agency? Do you have a course? How is it that we can connect with you?
I mostly do coaching, online
Okay.
one-to-one coaching
Mm.
for online business owners. They don't have any idea of what their business is going to be.
Mm.
Sometimes I'm really, what do you say? I am cutthroat person. I'm not going to just drag them off. And I say, okay, it's going to hurt you. If
Mm.
you're not going to take that now, you might not be suitable for being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur's life is not easy. So you need to have that kind of like, you can't waste time. You cannot go around in circles. Failing forward and failing faster
Mm.
is the motto. If something is not working, it's not working. Find out a lot quicker than it's not working. You've put
Yeah.
lots of money and effort in it. So I do work with them one-to-one, and
Mm-hmm.
I've got few online courses which I had and I take it off, and I'm going to
Okay.
reintroduce. I come from the technology marketing side of growth marketing side of the spectrum, in the marketing spectrum.
Okay.
Not a digital marketer. I'm a growth marketer. My concentration is on growing your business, not marketing and waiting for some sales to come later. So it's more of growth hacking side of it. That is how I work with people. And now I have got three streams, or at least I had. Now I'll reintroducing that three stream. One is online courses, group coaching, and consultancy.
Awesome. Beautiful. I love it. So, um today we're going to talk about because I know many of my listeners wants to start their brand online and a lot of them are at the beginning stage. They're just starting out. Probably they haven't posted anything online. So it's like the first time they're doing everything. So today I want to talk with you about the things that an entrepreneur, perhaps we can start with the things that they shouldn't do because I know that, or at least personally, I've with my experience I've learned a lesson or two with entrepreneurship, and I know you have too. You have a lot of experience too. So I want to help my listeners that are at the beginning stage, they're just starting out, and let's talk about the mistakes that we've learned, that Suda has learned, that today we can give back to the community and how they can start their business. What are the things they should take into account? And what are the things that has helped you grow your business and how you help right now your own clients? So, what do you think we start there?
Oh my God, there are so many lessons. We can sit here and talk about those lessons for ages. And today I'm going to go list 5 or 6 of them.
Mm,
So these are like, you have to do it. You cannot escape.
yeah.
Many don't do it.
Mm,
And they're easy, they're simple when you set it up, when you're starting out,
yeah.
rather than thinking about it. They all think about is leads, but they don't think about what is in it for them. How can you present it in such a way that it is
Mm,
helping both you and the other person?
yeah.
Whenever I ask a new person come in, it's as you said, once you know what you cannot do, what
Hmm.
you have to do falls into place.
Exactly. Yep.
So what you cannot do is, we can talk about it going ahead. Very first mistake I did, I've got about 25 years of experience starting out as a consultant. Starting out, when you're coming from a big corporation to a small business owner, or when you're changing your path, you've been working and then you want to start a new business, it doesn't matter. Even if you're doing affiliate marketing,
Mm,
leads are
mm,
your, what do you say, ATM,
yeah.
anytime money. So you need to have that leads generated.
Hmm.
I started out after finishing my computer science degree in 1995. Oh, that shows my age, my God. I'm 16 years old, okay?
You are filled with so much knowledge, so much experience. That's what counts.
Uh, so when I finished the my computer science degree, a couple of my friends and I, we started this tech startup. We started a forum,
Wow.
created this forums ground up using C++ and also HTML. That's what it was at that point.
Yeah.
So the very first thing is, we've created, what do we do now?
Mm,
We need to get students, other students come on the forum and asking us question. Um,
yeah.
that is how we can help. That's how we can tell people how they can do the projects and even help them create projects.
Yeah.
So the very first thing, very first mistake is creating those leads.
Mm,
Many tech entrepreneurs, I coach tech entrepreneurs. I have been a mentor for BCS, British Computer Society, here in the UK. And I've
yeah.
helped, I worked with investment bankers or venture capitalists to generate money, read business cases. So
Yeah.
they want to invest in the business. So I read the business case and say the right business or not. The very first
Yeah.
thing we look at is how can they generate money even without investments. So
Mm,
that means they need leads, they need customers, they need clients where they can market, not only market, but make some money. Investment venture
yeah.
capitalists or investors would not touch you if you have not proved them that your product is valuable. It has
Hmm.
got a demand. So the very first thing you have to, there is no other go, should not be mentioned. I've been told many times, um, but I would make it a point that you should have a lead generation strategy
Hmm.
even
Yes.
before you have a full-fledged product. Even before,
Mm,
what am I going to do? Even before that, this is an experimentation. This is how you would experiment. You would research what is in trend.
hmm.
Okay, yes, there are tools like Google Trends and few other ways we can go and look at the niche once you've narrowed it down. But
Yeah.
before that, okay, what do I know? What is my expertise? And how do I generate the leads?
Hmm.
Someone came to me the other day and said to me, oh, I'm doing affiliate marketing, I don't need lead. Oh, that's when you do need lead generation strategy, my
Yeah.
friend. So it's so, I know I can ask my friends, I've got email, but you cannot send out an email without GDPR compliance. So that means you need to get the compliance, or you need to get the consent from the leads that you are, I mean, they are okay for you to market.
Yeah.
The very first thing is your lead generation, creating your list. So not having a lead generation strategy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
am I going to go through podcasts? People
Mm.
are downloading stuff from your, oh, if you want a show notes, or we are giving takeaway today from this episode, you can
Yeah.
link this, that's how you get. So that is how you, as Stephen,
Yeah.
podcaster, can generate, or that's one way to generate lead.
Yeah.
Another way is you can give a freebie
Mm-hmm.
and saying, oh, you cannot make all these mistakes, or these are the resources you need if you're starting out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that is the lead magnet, or a freebie, whichever way you want to call it. So
Yeah.
you need to have at least one freebie,
Yeah.
but the best or better is 3 freebies, so that you can test which one is
Yes.
working. Is checklist working better than the video workshops? Or
Yeah.
webinars working better than the challenge? Or
Mm-hmm.
webinars working better than the master classes? So you
Mm-hmm.
can try out different ways. So these are
Mm.
all the spelled out in the lead generation strategy. So
Nice.
I
I
will
love it. Yeah.
I will, if I'm launching a course, it's better for me to do a workshop or masterclass or a webinar.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm launching an affiliate product, it is best for me to give a fact sheet, or fact sheet,
Yeah.
or cheat sheet, or a quick guide. That
Yeah.
could be better. If
Yeah.
I am going for a network marketing, like candles, ladies do, candles and beauty products, I can give them samples and other things. So what
Mm-hmm.
are the things which are going to be? That's very first thing. Have a lead generation strategy. Never, ever, ever start a business, even if it's just off here. Do things without a lead generation strategy. And the next is, okay, you've got the list. What do you do with that list?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not on the top of, I mean, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, right?
Uh-huh.
So one of the ways for you to be on their vicinity, or in their spectrum, is
Mm.
by having a messaging way of nurturing, or
Yeah.
having sending them emails every now and then. You
Mm.
don't have to send 5 emails in a day. You can send
Mm.
one email every other week, or you can
Mm-hmm.
send one, have a nurture sequence where you can send them, okay, my product is coming 50 in 2 weeks time. I'm going to give you some kind of education. What you can do is, oh, I am doing a webinar, I can't do this as well. Take the webinar, break it into 3 or 5 parts, if you're going to have five
Mm.
email sequence. So that is where the email marketing comes in. So they know it's
Mm.
launching. People will not
Yeah.
buy 15 days before. They will wait for the last minute.
Yeah.
They think they can get the last minute deal. So they
Yeah.
wait for last minute. Before the bell, the hammer goes down, that's when they buy.
Yeah. That is so true.
So you can create that kind of nurture, that you care for them, so they can come back. Oh, do I need it? Or they can forward it to someone. So you
Yeah.
can have different ways of doing this. So the very first is have a lead generation strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is have a lead nurturing strategy,
Oh,
email
nice.
marketing strategy.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
So that is the second thing they can do, because these are the 2 mistakes many people, or first 2 mistakes many people do. I'll come to
Mm.
the other ones, um, which ride on this as well. So having the right niche, I've told you about the leads and other things. Even in digital marketing,
Mm.
there are different niches.
Mm.
Narrowing it down to the the core level. Having 25 years of experience, having been in technology as a developer, having been helping tech startups get their startup going,
Yeah.
with right investment, I have got several offerings.
Yeah.
I cannot, initially, when I must say this, initially when I started, I was like, oh yeah, I want to get everyone to start the
Yeah.
tech startup.
Yeah.
That is not possible. Not everyone is made. Their
No.
mindset is not made for being the boss.
Mm-hmm.
There are only select few who can be a boss.
Yeah.
There's difference between even a small business owner and an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur
Mm-hmm.
can take risk. Not many people are risk
Mm.
taking or risk takers.
Yeah.
So even in there, you cannot very well say, oh, I can serve everyone.
Mm-mm.
It is hard. You need lots of investments. You need
Mm-hmm.
lots of advertising, marketing fund. You need a bigger team. So if you start small,
Mm-hmm.
you can grow bigger. You can
Mm-hmm.
scale. If you
Mm-hmm.
start bigger, it is really hard for you to manage. You get overwhelmed. You don't have manpower. You don't have money, that much of investment. Even investor is investing.
Yeah.
Most of the tech startups start with 5 people.
Yeah.
They won't even have a marketer in there.
Mm-hmm.
They won't even have an IT person in there. They're only starting, IT director in there. They're only
Yeah.
starting with a developer. So you need to narrow it down and start small and
Yeah.
grow, rather than spreading your net wider. It is
Yeah.
harder for you to manage. You can
Yeah.
you can only do this much. If you've
Mm-hmm.
got market this much, you cannot do that. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot carry that. So
Mm-hmm.
having the right niche and the right marketplace
Mm-hmm.
is the right way to start.
This is an interesting point. Sorry that I'm going to break you here, because I've heard a lot of people say that, no, I want to help a lot of people. I want to help everyone, like everyone that has problem with their finance, I want to help them. Everyone that has problem with their relationship, I want to help them. And that is when things get complicated, because especially when creating content, or when creating offers, or when creating lead magnet, is like, who I create it for? There,
And
you're targeting. Yeah.
you're right. Who are you?
Mhm.
Who am I creating for? And the next one is, you can't test them.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
you for testing, you need a smaller sample.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot test, oh, I want to serve everyone, man, woman, child, TV, camera, and everything
Yeah.
in the universe. You cannot do that. The biggest
No.
challenge any new entrepreneur has is, they want to serve everyone. Of course,
Yeah.
everyone wants to serve everyone. I want to solve the problem you have. Just imagine, you've got a heart problem. Would you go to a GP or go to a heart surgeon? Heart surgeon is more narrower.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has got heart. The heart surgeon is not going to come, I am serving everyone. The heart
Exactly.
surgeon is going to say, I am going to serve a person who has got problem with their heart. Even with the heart, they've got different way of doing things. So
Exactly.
it is better to have a smaller niche where you can make money and then build your team up.
Mm.
Having,
Yeah.
okay, relationship, you want to be known for a relationship coach. Okay, are you going to coach a men who cannot have who cannot go and get girlfriends, or
Mm.
who cannot go and ask for a date? Or are
Yeah.
you going to go for a men who are like 16 to 24 years, or 24 years to 48 years? So
Yeah.
you need to have that kind of, okay, those are the people. A 48
Mm-hmm.
year old will not, even if he or she knows that a 17 or 18-year old who is a relationship coach could give them the advice, they would not come and take the advice from you.
Yeah. And I also think that the conversation is way different. Like if we
Yeah,
still take the same example of a coach that helps people with relationship, for example, the conversation of someone that is going through a relationship at 25 years old versus someone that is, let's say, in a mid 50 that has gone through their different experiences. Perhaps they got married, they got divorced, and they're looking to a new marriage. It's a complete different conversation than someone that is at 25 years old that wants to get married, start their own house, and have kids.
yeah,
Completely different conversation. So when we really get deep, narrow, like we get deep into knowing who is our niche, who are we helping, what is a problem that we are solving, then it's easier for you to create offers, easier for you to create content, easier for you to create lead magnet that is going to help you get the right people.
yeah,
As Sudha just said, the first thing that most people make the mistake of doing when starting out is not having a lead generation. But here's the thing: you can have a lead generation, but now she points out you need the right niche. So it works together. You need to
yeah.
have the right niche in order to have the right lead generation process so that you can attract more of the right people. Am
I
I
think
am I understanding you correctly?
you are you've nailed it.
Oh,
I've been talking about it for ages, but you nailed it in in two sentence summary.
yeah.
It's also difficult for you to create offers,
Mm,
create your service package,
yeah. Yeah.
because the mindset is of like, oh, I want to serve everyone, so you want 100,000 people in your funnel. Not all 100,000 people is going to be your thing, so you're narrowing down, you're honing your skill
Mm,
to becoming an expert
yeah.
in giving solution to that person because you have gone through that, or you have an experience of that. So
Yeah.
once you've solved people 20, 30, you've solved that, you get confident and you can
Yeah.
now spread, okay,
Yeah.
this has worked, my model has worked, the signature model, whatever I'm trying to teach here has worked. So now I can take a 30-year-old and show it to him or her that this is how I help people. Would that be okay for you? They can give
Mhm.
it a go. They'll know, oh yeah, this person seems to know what he or she is talking about.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is one conversation. I am not an ageist, I would say, but at the same time, I will not go for relationship advice from a 25-year-old relationship coach,
Yeah.
because I am not her age and she doesn't understand where I'm coming from.
Mhm.
So this is the challenge, even though I think myself as 16-year-old, that's totally different.
Yeah.
um, but that is the point, that you need to have a niche. And after that, you've got a good niche, you've got a great lead generation strategy, you've got a great email nurturing strategy. Where do you take them? Where
Uh-huh.
do you take them from, hey, I want to work with you, to
Mhm.
the next stage?
Mhm.
How do you take them from, okay, people, I know quite a few people who have said, oh, I want to work with them, and they say, okay, what should I tell them? How should I price my event? They have not. You need to have a, okay, yeah, I want to work, yeah, I've got this package, would you like to take it? So you need to have that in place. You don't need all the content in place. You need to have, yeah, I'll do 6 weeks of this. In this 6 weeks, we are going to do blah 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 blah. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't need to go into full blown thing. So every week you can start researching for it and do, if that's what you want. But if you know what you're doing, you that's 6 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you know what your value is.
Mhm. Yeah. I want to take a step back and go to the nurture sequence. How do you nurture someone after they download your lead magnet? So your freebie, your freemium lead magnet, different words, but the same thing. But how do you nurture them? How do you keep the conversation going? Because I know you said that you can send different types of emails, but what do you say? What do you talk about? What are the
This
things
is
that?
this
Uh-huh.
is where the customer journey is. This is what the
Ah,
customer
okay.
journey is. They have downloaded my lead magnet. What am I going to tell them next? So sometimes some of the lead magnets, there are two types of lead magnet. One is passive one, another one is interactive or dynamic one.
Mm,
In passive one, for example, if they've downloaded a cheat sheet for lead magnet, what should be my, for example, that's what I am going to take as an example. Okay, you have downloaded my cheat sheet for lead magnets.
yeah.
Okay, so I know very well you either don't have lead magnets
Mm,
or your lead magnets are not working.
mm, mm,
So
mm,
if you don't have a lead magnet, what do I do? Hey, you downloaded this. Would you be interested in going through this 5-day challenge I have where you can create your lead magnet? If that
mm.
person is not my competitor who have downloaded the cheat sheet,
Uh, uh-huh.
would say, yeah, I don't have lead magnet, even if he or she is my competitor, they would say, yeah, I would go for lead that challenge you're going through, or you've got the e-course that is a second lead magnet which has got them more interested. So
Mm,
now I've changed the cold to warmer
mm-hmm.
lead, cold lead to a warmer lead. They are looking for others. So in that 5-day series, I can very well say they opened my first one, they opened my second, they didn't open my third, they didn't open my
Mm,
fourth, they didn't open my fifth.
mm,
So my email autoresponder will give me these information. So I can do another sequence where, hey, first 2 days you were interested. Why did you not go for third and fourth and fifth?
mm-hmm.
So when you make a point to a person like they have not gone through, either they've been busy. So here are the links. You can go. If they click the link from that email, so that is they're still interested and they're not, you have not thrown them out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how you would map out your journey. How
Mm,
am I going to talk the person from one level to another level to another level?
mm,
And for example, you can do 5 email series. First
mm-hmm.
email could be who you are, why you think you can help them,
Mm-hmm.
and what are their problems you're facing. You know your audience. If you've done your niche done right, if you've done your
Yeah.
lead generation right, you would know their problems. So the second email could be, hey, these are the products which we are going through, and I know you've downloaded this lead magnet. This is what it is. So you've already extended that to 3 email or 2 email series to 6 email series. So
Mm-hmm.
the third email could be your continuation of it. You don't do it, you can do it every day if you want to, or you can do it every other day, depending on, these are all will come in your nurturing strategy or email marketing strategy of, these are the things I would. Okay, I don't have my own product. What do I do? I've created a lead for affiliate product. They're going to sell Steven's coaching. How do I create for that? So you would get all the information from Steven about the product, and then you start nurturing them from that
Mm,
point onwards. So this is how you would map out each and every stage. It is a lot easier once you do one thing, one funnel,
yeah.
then it is easier. You can either copy and paste it and tweak this and tweak that, and you can start building the out of it. You
Mm,
don't have to complicate the lead generation funnel at all.
mm-hmm.
For coaches, lead generation funnel is lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
than for the product owners or for the affiliate market. Affiliate marketing is also a lot easier for the product owners or for the investors or tech startups. If they are going through Kickstarter programs, their email sequence is a lot different from coaches, consultants. It's
Mm-hmm.
not complicated at all. People make it complicated.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
They get so overwhelmed of like, what do I do now? They've said yes. People get so afraid of people who can say yes. If you ask people, oh, I don't like to take no, people are a lot okay to take no because they don't have any responsibility after that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if when people say yes to your offer, you start doubting, oh my God, they've said yes. What am I going to do now? Because that means you've done your homework right.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Yeah.
don't do the homework, no, 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 I'm going to come with the stick. So that is what the problem is. People don't do the homework. They just wing it.
Yeah.
You can wing it. I'm not saying I am a big winger, I must say, if that is a word. But you can wing it, but you've got to wing it with an understanding of why you're winging it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that the most important part is understanding your niche. Like your niche will dictate how you will put your lead generation together because you know who you're targeting. So you know what is the lead magnet, the freemium, the freebie that you can create to get those people interested in your stuff. Then you talked about nurturing your audience. You talk about, for example, you can have a 5 different emails, a series of 5 different emails that will go perhaps once per week. So you have 5 weeks of content just by sharing one email per week to connect back with your audience. Perhaps you say, you know what, I'm gonna send 2 emails per week. Hey, you test that as well. No problem with that. Do what works for you. What works, or at least what feels like not too much for your audience. And perhaps at the beginning you don't know what that is. Test it out. Go with 1 times per week and you do that and you see how, like, for example, you can see the open rate, you can see the click-through rate, and from there you can say, okay, at the third email after 3 weeks, they're not opening that email. Can we see how we can, as Sudha says, you can always tweak it a little bit. You can always go back and change perhaps the subject line. Perhaps the subject line is not getting their attention. We can always get different parts of that nurturing sequence to make it better so that after that nurturing sequence, you have a strong relationship with your audience. And then later, you can always bring them another offer, another services that you provide, perhaps an upgrade, perhaps you want to launch products in the future. You have those leads already. You have started a relationship, and it's easier to turn them into a customer later on as well. So
Yeah.
I love this. I love this. So is there anything else you want to add here?
Yeah. What I would add at this point, I was not planning on adding this one here, but when you summarized it, I wanted to make this another level of it as well. Like when you're doing a customer journey, you've got a freebie.
Mm,
A person is who don't even know you, have warmed up to you. They're not going to buy a $99 product, or they're not going to buy a $197 product. They're not going to buy the high ticket end product. So have some mini products, offers,
mm,
digital products, which you can sell for maybe $20 or maybe for $17. They can. So when a person is paying even a penny
mm,
for your, or a cent for your product, that means they are really interested. They really want to give you a try and see
mm-hmm.
whether you're going to solve their problem.
Yeah, nice.
So that is another way of testing the strength of the warmth your client or your lead is going to have.
Mm-hmm.
So when people work with me, the customer journey, I always say, I ask this question, what is the customer value you
Mm,
have for it? So you have to add up every stage where they could. Your higher end could be a
mm-hmm.
retreat. If you're a relationship coach, or if you're a life coach, if you've got a retreat which is going to be maybe about 2,000, 3,000 pounds or dollars,
Mm-hmm.
or the if you're or one-to-one coaching
Mm,
could be of your high-end product, whereas your low-end product, your online course
mm,
DIY, they don't have money. So you've got to tell them how they can make money for them to pay that 3,000 pounds or $3,000, euros, whatever the denominations are,
yeah,
currencies are,
yeah.
for you. So you create a product which is a slow offer or tripwire offer, whichever way. There are so many names going around
Yeah.
here. So if it's a slow funnel, you've got a free magnet, a free lead magnet, and the second one is your $7, $10, $15, $17, $37. I mean, quite a few numbers going around there. So you can create that slow funnel offer.
Mm-hmm.
So people who have got real interest in your lead magnet or freebie would buy that slow funnel model and
Mm-hmm.
product. And once they've got that, you can either introduce them to your online course, which could be about 197 or 200. I don't know how you want to price it, but depending on your niche, depending on your competition, you can price it. And that's your third offer.
Mm,
You're already making money while you are building that. You can, now you've got money for Facebook ads or any paid ads you want to do. Now you've got money for creating a website.
yeah.
Now you've got money for people go. I've used ClickFunnels. I don't have anything against ClickFunnels. I don't have anything against any Kajabi or Teachable or anything. But people really jump into that. You need
Yeah.
to get your strategy right. You need to get
Mm,
your niche right. You need to get these other aspects of it right before getting into building your website or building your Kajabi site or building your sales funnel
mm,
itself. Your first concentration is lead generation funnel, not the sales funnel.
no.
Your
Yeah.
first, the second point after your lead generation is slow funnel, which
Mm,
is self-liquidating offer. It's SLO,
mm-hmm.
self-liquidating offer, which is it's breaking even your expenses of Facebook
Mm-hmm.
ads or other things which you're trying to generate. That means your product is the right product.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this. I love this. And as you're talking, I'm like, oh, I have this, and I have this, and I also have this. Yeah. I love this. And what I like to summarize as you talk, like tie it with a bow, which is what we're seeing right here is that when you really understand your niche, it's so much easier for you to create different types of offers. So right now, what we're seeing is that, for example, taking the same coach as an example, we can create different type of offers for this coach. It could be a low ticket offer. It could start from $7 all the way to 37, 47, even 97. I think is still a low ticket offer. And then from there, this is where you start that client relationship with your audience. Really, a low ticket offer. Now, from there, you can continue with a course, a self-paced course. Do it yourself. It can start from 197 all the way to 597. I've seen course till 997. Hey, you go with the price that you want to go with. But from there, which we will call perhaps still a medium ticket offer, if that makes sense, if that even exists. I don't know. That's me just coming up with
See,
names.
group coaching is a
Exactly.
medium offer, and then you can go for one-to-one.
Uh-huh.
So for relationship coach, let's take a relationship coach. It
Yeah.
is very tricky subject.
Yeah.
They're not life coaches, they're not even with so the very first lead magnet could be the 10 things you need to work on yourself, your habits. It could be your attitude, it could be
Mm,
something along that. So that could be, or even free meditation or affirmations
mm,
um, for this person. So
yeah.
that could be your starting point. It's because that is most of the time is our communication. You're
Yeah.
lacking in the communication. Most of the relationship breaks because there's some kind of friction in the communication. There is no compromising point. Or it could be a quiz,
Mm,
could be a very good lead magnet as well. Yes, it will take a little bit of time investments, but that
mm,
could be a good magnet as well. And the second slow funnel offer is having a ebook with affirmations, meditations, and a daily routine of like going to a gym or having a right diet, having the, so these are all leads
mm,
yeah, leads to to better self-confidence.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
So that is your $7 offer, $37. You name the price. It's
Yeah.
not I always say to people, don't put your limitations on them.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh,
that's a good one.
I can only pay $7, so that means I'm going to do. But you never know that your clients could pay you
Mm-hmm.
$700 for that
Yep.
piece of paper or
Yeah.
piece of PDF. Um, so don't try out a few things. Okay, this is working out good. It depends on where your mindset is. That's why I
Yeah.
start with the mindset and the attitude first,
Yeah.
because it is your attitude which drives whether you're going to be successful or failure.
Mm. Yep.
So that is your third offer, like
Mm.
slow. And then you can say, okay, I've got this online course which I've recorded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Again, someone had paid for you, so you've recorded this. You can use this online offer which is for $97.
Yeah.
I'm really not asking you to put $97. Think about it, work with your coach, think about it. So that is your third level. And the
Yeah.
fourth level is, I'm still not able to get a date with my dream girl or with my dream man. Then go, yeah, let's work in a group coaching where you come with other people, ask other people how they are doing it, how,
Yeah.
whether they got it or whether they didn't get it, what mistakes they did. So you've got this group coaching going, or for 497 or whatever. It is only 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. You set the time, and then you say, still, Stephen, I can't do it. Then you work with one-on-one. That means it
Mm.
is a mindset. You need a person who holds your hand, gets you there on the first date, and stays far away so that you get the date. You don't run away.
Yeah.
And then you take
Yeah.
it from there. It's This is how you need to build the funnel, how you build a funnel.
Wow.
And there might be other ways to do it. I am not a relationship coach, I'm a
No.
technology. I always say I work a lot better with technology than with humans, but that's me.
I love that. No, but you just broke it down perfectly for us. It doesn't have to be exactly what you just said, but the beauty of how you can start this journey, this customer journey with a cold audience that downloads one free lead magnet. You continue that relationship building. You offer a low ticket offer. They buy that. They turn from a lead into a customer right there. But then you're not done with them, because you can continue and put more offers in front of them that are helping them on a more intimate level. So perhaps the PDF guide, okay, it wasn't enough because they don't even have the habit of grabbing that piece of paper and read it. So they need more connection with you. Okay, I'm gonna invest in this course, but still the course is not enough. I want a more group intimate call. Then they do that, and then they feel okay, but I want more. I want more that one-on-one connection. That's how you keep on upgrading the offers to keep that customer journey going. And I love how you said that sometimes with the pricing, we limit ourselves. We think like, oh, I would never pay 997 euros for this course. And we think our customers think the same thing. And not because I'm not taking into consideration that the course is a good course or not. I'm just thinking the pricing part. Like I don't have that budget, period. That's it. And why do you think someone else would have the same mindset, or they would think like, oh, I don't have that money, or perhaps they have that money and they're ready to buy. They're like, this is a problem that I need to be fixed right now, and here you are telling yourself that, oh, they will never buy it, and they are ready right there with their credit card. I love how you said that, because this is something that shows up a lot for personal brands, and I work a lot with personal brands, and this is what we see a lot. It's like, oh, but I don't have that budget for me to hire a coach. Why would someone invest that money in me? Well, why not? Why do we limit ourselves?
Yeah.
Why do you put your limitations on someone else? Like, how is that helping you? How is that helping your client? And in fact, if we believe that we, our business, our solutions help our clients, what a selfish act of me, you saying that you cannot pay that amount of money and put the limitation on your audience while you have the solution to their problem, right?
Yeah.
So I love how you broke that down for us. um so can we really quick tell us these mistakes that most people make when first starting out? And I know you also have a beautiful guide that you want to share with our audience,
Yeah.
and tell us more about that.
Yeah, let me summarize what I said. If you've got a pen and paper, if you want to, if you're driving, please don't do this. And go home and rewind to this point and take this list. Very first thing is not having your niche nailed down.
Mm, yeah.
And then not having the niche, when you're doing the niche research or anything, you would know what is the age group, what are their behaviors. All of that will come into this audience research or
Yeah.
niche audience research. The second thing is you're having a lead generation strategy. What am I comfortable with? Am I comfortable recording a video? Am I
Mm,
comfortable just giving them a cheat sheet? What is my model? What is my business model? Am I
mm,
going to do the passive one? I don't want people doing group coaching. I don't want them coming. Where's my handover? What's my customer journey is going to be like?
mm,
So those things will feed into your lead generation strategy as well. And the
yeah.
third one is, what is my email marketing or email lead nurturing strategy is going to be?
Mm,
And the fourth one is, what is my journey? What is my customer value? How
mm,
much the maximum a customer can pay? What is the minimum a customer can pay? So that gives you an understanding. Okay, if I spend, if my slow offer or self-liquidating offer is $7, I need 1,000 people to get that money, 7,000 um, pounds or dollars or whatever, for me to survive and take the business to the next level. And the fifth one,
uh-huh,
and not having a packaging offer. This again, if you're working with your coach, your customer journey will lead you to this. How many packages?
yeah.
What are going offers going to
Mm,
be? And all the time I hear this when I give the speech. Oh, you said very well. I am only selling someone else's product. How do I do that? You can get creative. That is why you need to be working with coach.
Yeah.
or a mentor, and even for the shorter term, get the things rolling.
Yeah.
There is no free ride in business. If you're on a business, you've got to spend money to make money.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have time, you should have money. If you've got money, get a coach and work on your offer. You are, if if you keep cribbing about I don't have money, or I can't afford, that means you're not convinced that your business will take off. Then you need a different kind of coaching, or just bite the bullet and be start working wherever you're working, even if you don't like it.
Yeah. 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 Nice. Awesome. Beautiful. So tell us
So
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, about the second question, the checklist, it's a lead magnet checklist of which you can download. I'll give the link to
Yeah.
Stephen. He can put it on the show notes for this episode, so that way you will get the checklist as well. If you want any other help, you can reach me through the other links which Stephen has got.
Awesome, beautiful, nice. So today, yes, beautiful. I'm gonna put the link in the description of the free lead magnet checklist, so that when you are creating your freebie, your freemium, or lead magnet, however you wanna call it, you can make sure that this is is the perfect. Even though then we understand that there's never going to be that perfect lead magnet, because Suda even says that we have to A/B test, we have to test different ones, but this is going to give you a structure, a guideline of how you can start creating your first lead magnet. Because today, what we've learned is that it's really important to understand what is your niche, how can you grab those people, can you attract them to your account, how can you turn them into a lead, so from a traffic on social media, for example, into your lead in your emails. And then from there, how can you nurture that conversation? How can you nurture that relationship and have different types of offers that they can buy to turn from a lead into a customer? So this has been amazing. I love how you broke it down for us today. And I even got a lot of information for myself, for my business, that I'm going to take and I'm going to run with it. Because now I'm thinking, oh, I do have a low ticket offer, but I didn't have, it's been a while that I've spent some time on that. So perhaps I can put it as a project for next month or for in 2 months from now. So thank you, Sudha, for giving me that push.
You're
Is there
welcome.
anything else that you want to add, or anything else you want to say, you want to leave our listeners today with?
Um, just start where
Mm.
you are. It's taking action means a lot than gaining knowledge. I always have been an information sucker, but implementation takes the guts.
Mm-hmm.
That shows who you are, what kind of entrepreneur you are. So don't complain. Don't. Everything is in your hands.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. One of the things I always say is that courage comes before confidence. Perhaps right now you're not feeling 100% confident to put yourself out there. No worries. Courage comes before confidence. Every successful entrepreneur know that it's about putting yourself out there first, and then from there you will you is in the doing is where the confidence starts to grow. So thank you for that reminder. And I'm gonna make sure to put all of your details in the description of this episode, also in the show notes. So if you go to the description of this podcast, you will see the show notes. Click on that link and you will go to where you can find all the show notes, all the links, where you can get to know Suda a little bit better, how you can connect with her, and if you want to work with her, you know where to find her. All right, Suda, thank you so much for taking the time to share your knowledge and your experience, your skills. So I've learned so much, and I know that my audience learned a lot too. So thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. It was great experience. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, listeners, thank you so much for being here and sticking till the end of this episode. I will see you next week. Ciao, ciao.